Welcome back to AskAPop. Today we're talking about the list. As y'all may know, a little bit calls me Popeye, and that's at my request because of my beloved Popeye. You see, he really left a mark on me, and he really left a mark on the world. And if I end up being half the man that he was, well, then I'll be doing okay. And he had a real list of things that he wanted to do after he retired, but with my beloved nanny. But then as life worked out, he didn't really get to do those because he ended up having to take care of nanny. And I used the word have to there because every time I'd see him until Popeye died, I would go up to him and tell him how sorry I was. And for not getting to do what he wanted to do on his list. And he would always look at me and smile in the way he did and say, "Honey, you don't understand. I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing." I didn't get it at the time, but a couple dozen years later, he's still teaching me because I'm now the same age that he was when he was telling me those, when he retired. And I get it because Tony and I, when we got married, we had all these wonderful, wonderful plans for retirement and how our lives were going to go. But let me give you a hint. Like I said, I'm the age Papa was when he retired. I haven't touched a golf club since BlackBerry was a thing. Our traveling is now reserved for visiting family. My woodworking, which I absolutely love, is reserved for need to make projects. And as far as retirement, it looks like I'm going to have to turn into a vampire just to make my numbers. But, you see, Papa was right again because I've never been happier, even though I've got less extra than I've ever had in my life. Because happiness and joy isn't the things that we plan for, it's the things that he plans for us and he puts in our path that's for his glory and for his will to be done. I once had a single guy that was a buddy of mine that asked me, why we want to give up all of our freedom and finances just for, being attached to a family. And I laughed at him and said, I played for hours yesterday with my son in the middle of the floor. And he goes, "Yeah, I don't get it." And I said, "When you find the right one, you will." A few years later, I got an email from him with just 3 simple words: "I get it." And that's really all it's about. Wrapping up, I guess the one thing that I just wanted to remind you of, and what I remind myself whenever I'm looking at my list, is why am I doing it? I just think about where my treasure is. The Bible verse for today is Matthew 6. And as far as the question, where are your treasures? God bless you.